Hi guys, welcome back to another episode with MontegoTV. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about a TikTok that I actually saw that kind of alarmed me, and I wanted to give my honest opinion on it. I honestly hope my opinion on this video, aka TikTok, does not deter or push away any future endeavors I have with any businesses or brands. But to be honest, if you don't really like what I have to say, how about you be the brand to create a new narrative for the modeling industry then? How about that? Okay. Alrighty, before I get into that, I did want to show you guys my new waist trainer. It's pretty cool. I get to measure, I pretty much measure my waistline and I choose the best size that fits for me. So the one that I have is in a small. I got it from Amazon for 27 bucks. Yes, I measure my waistline, I choose the best size. So I pretty much, like I said, I got a small. And with this waist trainer, I get to create my curves. Because if I want to, I can make the top more cinched in than the bottom part of my waist, or vice versa. I mean, you know, you get to pretty much do what you want. Or if I want the middle of my stomach more cinched in than the top and bottom of my stomach, I can pretty much create those curves. I improve my posture. Of course, that's a known fact with all waist trainers. And it also plays as a bustier. I don't know if you notice here, but this waist trainer pretty much pushes my boobs up. So if I do wear a tank top, I really don't have to wear a bra because it pretty much secures me in that aspect. Oh, you can pretty much see my boobs from the top. So yeah, this is a pretty cool waist trainer, guys. So I will put the affiliate link down below. So if you guys want to purchase, go ahead and click that link and, you know, see what this waist trainer is all about. I also will put a link below for my old waist trainer I used to have. I think it's better for working out. It's more comfortable for working out. But this one, I feel like it's better for every single day wear and you know, as you're trying to, you know, couture your body. So anyway, so like I said, I saw a post on TikTok that kind of gave me a reality check. I kind of want to alter my modeling goals just a tad bit due to this, because even though I wasn't the young lady in this specific TikTok, I felt like I was being personally attacked because I fit the same criteria she does. So I just want to reiterate in the video, if you had went to go see the video and came back here, in the video she says the brand was only looking for sample sizes. I'm gonna put the formal definition of a sample size right here. But a sample size is considered 0 to 2, which I really don't even understand how that's considered a sample size, because the formal definition of a sample is a teaser compared to the whole of something. The teaser compared to the whole of something. So a sample size should be showing, I don't even understand why that's a concept, but it should be a sample piece instead of a sample size. Does that make sense to you? Because if you're only showing size 0 or 2, but you offer up to size 12 for your clothing, that's not really a sample size, is it? You know? But I digress. But from a business standpoint, I really want to understand a brand's thinking. Why do they only pick 0 and 2 size models? Like, I really thought hard about it, because everything that I do, I really like to think of both sides of the spectrum, from a model standpoint and from a business standpoint. I don't understand how it's businessy. I don't get it. Like, I want to say it's because they're saving money by only picking those 2 sizes, noting that most people, especially in America, are not overweight, but they're not a 0 and a 2. So I want to say it's like they're like less fabric that they're fashioning off, but that's not realistic. The people that walk on your runway are not the people, or the majority of the people that buy your clothing at all. So I don't understand that concept. I don't. And noting that I'm a size 4, like the model inside of the the model in the TikTok, I'm a size 4 just like her. I felt like I was neglected, or I felt like I was pushed away, because I do aspire to start, you know, modeling for those bigger brands, and to know that they are pushing away a size 4 is extremely scary. Yeah, so the next point I wanted to make was, I understand the concept of models are hangers. I learned that in a boot camp, a model boot camp that I was in probably like a year or 2 ago. The concept of models being hangers. When a model is a hanger, they basically say you're just there to do your job. A model wears the clothes, wears the brand, does her job and she goes home type of thing, right? And I understand it from that perspective, and like she really doesn't say much throughout her shoot or her job in regards to the clothing. So one thing that they always teach is kind of like culture in the modeling industry is like you really don't give your opinion on the clothing unless the person asks you, and if they do, even if you don't like it, you need to lie. But in spite of that concept, I get the professionalism, but how are you going to diminish the value of a person? You're taking that idea of models are hangers and putting it into the aspect of how a person should look in order to be a part of your brand, or how a person should be to be a part of your brand. Dude, people look different. You can't just have one stigma of what a person should look like. On top of what I feel like weight is like a whole different thing outside of discriminating what someone looks like. Because models are hangers for professionalism, but models are not hangers when it comes to their well-being. They're not. We're still employees. Like, think about this too, brands that do this, that only want 0 to 2 miles. I want you to think about this too. Think about the culture that we're in too. I want you to think about the culture that we're specifically in. People are not dealing with a whole bunch of bullcrap from employers. They're not. This applies for the same thing. Even though this is like a one-time per diem job, you know, it's not like you're on a specific payroll, like a consistent recurring payroll. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with the modeling industry. I highly doubt like people are gonna keep wanting to put up with this, or some people will sit there and commit their lives to it, but they're diminishing themselves, and we don't know if they're gonna end up, you know, something harmful might happen to them by trying to diminish their help for the brand. And if they do that, I wish them the best. But I don't think a whole bunch of people are gonna keep hopping on this bandwagon of diminishing their value. So I digress onto my next point. I don't like too that a lot of brands accept models that have, you know, this small petite body, but they have no talent. Bruh, they have no talent. So you're telling me it'll be a size 4 model? So I'm tired of this camera cutting off. I'm sorry. Yeah, what was I saying? Okay, yeah. So accepting models. Okay, so I was trying to say that brands will accept models for physical appearance over talent. So it could be a size 4 model and then a size 2 model. They'll pick the size 2 model just because she's this freaking small and fits the sample size over someone that's a size 4 and potentially really honestly could model them out the waters. Like I'm talking about angles, talents, flexibility, ability, you know, has a creative mindset. Like literally their talent for being maybe an actor or putting on a role, like it's there, they're on point, but you'll turn them away for a size 2 model. And that's to even talk about runway. You'll put a size 2 model that probably walk like a chicken and walk like a duck down your runway instead of a size 4 model that is like, she literally like strides there, legs there, face is there, fierceness, control, everything's there, and she's a size 4, and you're telling me you're gonna push her away because she's not a size 2? Are you serious? Like, it's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Like this TikTok really got me in my feelings because I'm a size 4, sometimes 5. If I'm on my period, it's 5. So you're telling me I can't get a job in your brand because I'm not a size 2, because I refuse to make myself unhealthy, because I refuse to eat. I mean, I will eat a meal because I will do what I'm supposed to do as a human. What? No. My next point, I don't like the perspective now that I'm seeing, and it's probably this idea of the model industry has probably always been there, but I'm just growing up and I'm maturing in the modeling industry and I'm learning a lot more. A lot of people grow up, and especially nowadays, since social media is like you take pictures all the time, but a lot of people are growing up saying, you know what, I want to be a fashion model, I want to be a model, I want to be a model. And Tyra was right. Tyra Banks was right. Anybody really can be a model, really being honest. But it's so many people that have this positive mindset about wanting to be within the modeling industry or entertainment industry in general, and then they actually get to brands like this brand that, you know, this young lady was with, and they shoot down their positivity. And it's not the rejection that gets me. No, that I want everybody to understand, you get rejected every day. It's the reason. It's the reason for me. It's the reason. It's the reason. It's the reason. It's the reason. It's because they don't fit into a sample size. What if she's a size 3? That's not a sample size. Well, I don't know what's considered a sample size in your book. Maybe, as far as I know, it's 0 to 2. But what if she's a 3? You gonna push her away? Because she's a couple of inches too big? Whoa. God forbid she has a breakfast. God forbid she drinks her water. She might have water weight. And it's not even really water weight. She just looks nice and healthy and plump and, what's the word I'm looking for? Hydrated. And she's a couple of inches too big. You're gonna push her away? But it makes the modeling industry scary and something for some people to deter from. It makes it kind of an ugly thing. It makes it a kind of an ugly thing. Like, it's in a way, like, if you really want to be a model and you do those things to make yourself bulimic, having eating disorders and all that, I hate to say it, but it's kind of a way you selling who you are. Let me not use that term, that other term that I was gonna say. It's kind of like you're losing who you are just to have a job. Honey, if you're gonna do that, you might as well get a 9 to 5 up the street. What's the point? What's the point? At least you can eat a meal and be happy. At least you can smile and kiki kaka. Are the parties really worth it? Are the drinks really worth it? Is the exposure really worth it? Your mental health? I said all that to say, like I said in the beginning, seeing this TikTok, it has honestly it makes me want to deter my goals just a wee bit. Nothing crazy. I'm still gonna shoot for the stars, and I'm still gonna try to change the narrative and still go for those gigs, and I'm gonna record and document along the way, of course, but I actually, like, seeing that TikTok, it sparked some ideas within myself of some things that I want to start and be entrepreneur in, and build a foundation for. I want to start building a foundation for a certain culture, because no. I said that all in all to say, just to wrap up my whole idea in the TikTok, I felt personally attacked, and I don't even, I didn't even go for that gig. But luckily, I'm not going to be torn down. I'm not going to let that defeat me. I'm still going to shoot for the gigs that I want. But I do want to leave you guys on a positive note, and I do want to say that you are freaking beautiful. Continue to strive to be the best you, honey. And don't stop. Don't stop for nobody. Continue to be the best you. Whatever the best you is, you be that. Be proud of it. Be confident in it. Don't let nobody deter you from it. Because this world will tear you apart, honey, if you do not build yourself up. So all in all, I just want to remind you guys to make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all socials. I go ahead and link those down below. Other than that, welcome back to another episode of MontegoTV, and I'll see you next time.